Hello, my dear and lovelies, Mr. G here. We're going to look at fractions, decimals, and percents, which is Chapter 5, Section 6 in your pre-algebra book. Now, we already know what a fraction is. It is a comparison, a way to compare two numbers, a part of the set to a whole set. It is a ratio because any comparison of two numbers is a ratio. And of course, it also represents a division problem. So the numerator over the denominator means the numerator divided by the denominator. A decimal. A decimal is a way to represent a fraction, which a denominator, which is the power of 10. So, power of 10, that would be 1/10 we're talking about, and in decimal form, 0.1. 100, 1/100th, 0.01. 1,000, denominator 1,000, that would be 1,000th, or 0.001. And finally, 10,000 as a denominator would be 1/10,000th, and that is 0.0001. Notice in each of these cases that we have the same number of places after the decimal point as we do zeros in our denominator. So here we have 1, 2 places, and we have 1, 2 zeros. Here we have 1, 2, 3 places, and 1, 2, 3 zeros, etc. A percent. A percent is a ratio, oh, and I have a typo there, I see, which compares a number to 100, specifically only 100, or a decimal which is taken only to the 100th place. So, 5 1/100ths equals 0.05, which equals 5%. To convert a fraction to a decimal, divide the numerator by the denominator. Let's do the simplest example I can think of, 1/2. That equals 1 divided by 2. We'll set that up long division style. We'll add a decimal place after the 1, and we will bring it straight up to our quotient. And then we're going to add a 0 afterwards. Does 2 go into 1? No, it does not. Does 2 go into 10? Yes, it does. 5 times. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 minus 10 is 0. We are done. 1/2 equals 0.5. Let's try 3/4. 3/4 equals 3 divided by 4. So that would be 3 divided by 4. We add a decimal point, we bring it up to our quotient. Does 4 go into 3? No, it does not. Does 4 go into 30? Yes, it does. 7 times. 7 times 4 is 28. Subtract, we get 2. We add another 0, bring it down, add the 0 there. Does 4 go into 20? Yes, it does. 5 times. 4 times 5 is 20. We are done. 3/4 equals 0.75. To convert a decimal to a percent, you multiply by 100. Or, more simply, you move the decimal point 2 places to the right, and then add a percent symbol. So we created 2 decimals already, 0.5 and 0.75. 0.5, you take the decimal point, you move it 1, 2 places over, and you add a 0. So that equals 50%. 0.75, we're going to move the decimal place 1, 2 places over, so that equals 75%. To convert a percent back to a decimal, you just move the decimal place the other direction. So 75%, we take our decimal place and we move it 1, 2 places backwards, so it equals 0.75. I'll mix it up here. I'll throw in a new percentage. Let's go with 33%. Move it 1, 2 places over. That equals 0.33. What if your percentage is even longer? Let's look at 72.8%. We still move the decimal 1, 2 places over. That equals 0.728. Converting a decimal back to a fraction. To convert a decimal to a fraction, you count the number of places after the decimal point. That's going to be the number of zeros that belong in your denominator. So let's convert .3 to a fraction. There is 1 place after the decimal. So that is going to be 3 over 1 0, 3/10. 0.78. We have 1, 2 places after the decimal, so that equals 78 over 1, 2 zeros, 78 hundredths. Now in the case of 78 hundredths, both of these are even numbers. So we would want to simplify our answer. Yes? Let's just go with a factor of 2. So 78 divided by 2 is 35 plus 4 is 39. That's 39, and that's 50ths. We divided top and bottom by 2. So there we have it. That equals 39 50ths. Please, in your book, have a look at page 302 and examine the odd problems on that page. Thank you.